we're getting really inside the how it's done now, but like they don't carry the weapons on them. There's a stagehand walking behind them with the axe on their back, and then when they go to grab it, they let go. And if that gets dropped or whatever, and then you got to start over again. You know what I mean? It's all these little moments. It's just a ballet. Yeah, I mean, when we started early on into like I would say the fall of 2018, and people were pitching everything. Obviously, Mjolnir was on the table.
You can 100% blame me for not being able to wield Mjolnir. There's many reasons. One, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, the axe was literally created to go opposite it. So, like, why would you then take on? It'd be like taking Darth Vader's lightsaber.
The axe was made to be the counter to it. I mean, you know, it's almost like the good and evil weapon. So he wields the weapon for just. To me, it was too easy. It was expected. It's what people, you know, they could understand it. They could think about it. It wasn't going to surprise. But the weapon that was going to surprise was the weapon that we gave him. You know, the way the story is told on how he gets it, who he is. If you think about his weapons, like they've been bestowed upon him, his core weapons, like the blades, you know, they're pulled out of, you know, the river of lava and dropped into his hands. Like the axe is bestowed to him by his wife. So when that spear is made, it's for him. It has his blood in it. You know what I mean? They prick it, and it's his whole history. If you watch that scene specifically, the blood comes out as the Omega first, which is that old version of him. But the thing that really cements it is the symbol of Sparta, you know, that he is that just general that's going to take care of business. We kind of have these little phrases for the weapons internally for how we bake all the ideas in. And, you know, the axe, I think, I might get this one wrong because this is the one I always use, but it was like this frozen lumberjack, you know, and then the blades have always been this like ballet of fire. And so for the spear, coming up with that, here, I challenged him. I was like, hey, come up with the phrase that people can get behind this. And he had this idea. He was like, it's just like beat the door down. When you start hitting the R1 and he starts stabbing, but then he starts coming with the blunt side and it just, everything crushes. And then when you detonate it and you see all those rocks explode, and it just had this violence to it, but it was through this kind of very forceful Kratos imposing his will as a general with a thinking mindset.
So in the Heimdall fight, you know, it goes like 1, 2, 3, and then you finally clip him with the right hand. But he hits him and he clips him with the ring. That's what leaves that cut. When he finally lands a punch, it's with Draupnir that he lands that and cuts his cheek. And it's just those little attentions to detail the team look at, and it just makes it everything.
That's just stuff. Ain't your first time with the spear, I reckon.
It is the first weapon a Spartan learns.
Well, hell! Ain't this just like old times?